Imagine if you could unlock the secret to a fulfilling and meaningful life. It might seem distant, doesn't it? But in reality, it may be closer than we think. For centuries, elderly monks have shared profound teachings that, despite their simplicity, have the power to transform lives. Today, we will delve into the words of one of these wise individuals and discover how to apply their teachings in our daily lives. Have you ever wondered why, despite so many technological advancements and modern conveniences, many people still feel dissatisfied and empty? The answer may lie in how we approach life. Monks teach us about the importance of self-awareness, detachment, and the pursuit of a simpler and more meaningful life. They live in such a rich manner of experience and wisdom that sometimes it makes us question, are we truly living or merely existing? Imagine waking up every day with a sense of peace and purpose, knowing that each of your actions contributes to your well-being and that of those around you. It may sound like a dream, but with the lessons from these masters, it can become a reality. They teach us to value the present, find joy in the little things, and cultivate genuine and deep relationships. It's not about having more, it's about being more. Now, think about the last time you felt genuinely grateful for something simple, like a sunset or someone's smile. These moments are precious and remind us that happiness often lies in the simplest things. Monks understand this and live each day with this awareness, finding beauty and joy in everything around them. So, if you are seeking true change, a way to live more in alignment with your values and deepest desires, stay with us. Let's together discover how the words of an elderly monk can be the key to a profound transformation in your life. It's an incredible journey, and I promise it's worth every step. Shall we begin? Self-awareness is the key that unlocks the door to a transformed life. It's a journey that starts within us, a path to understand who we truly are, our strengths, weaknesses, and everything that makes us up. It's easy to go through life without really knowing ourselves, like a sailor who never learned to read the winds and tides. But when we start looking within, we realize there's more to us than we imagine. Accepting yourself is like embracing a dear friend with all their flaws and qualities. It's not about being complacent with our mistakes, but recognizing them as part of our growth journey. Think about it. How can we change something if we don't accept that it exists? Acceptance is the first step towards true change. Remember when you learned to ride a bike? At first, it was challenging and you fell, but you didn't give up. Each fall was a lesson. Life is the same way. Every mistake, every stumble, teaches us something about ourselves. It's a continuous process where each discovery is another step on the staircase of self-awareness. Now think about the people who have left their mark on your life. Each of them had a unique story, a battle, something that made them unique. Just like them, you also have your unique story. Accepting this is embracing your individuality, understanding that just as there are no two identical stars in the sky, there are no two identical people on earth. The journey of self-awareness is not easy. It takes courage to face our shadows, but also to celebrate our lights. It's a path with ups and downs, but every step on this path is a step toward a more authentic and fulfilled life. Living in the present is an art. Often we get lost in memories of the past or worries about the future, forgetting to appreciate the now. This moment, right where you are, is the only real time you have. Think about how often anxiety about what hasn't happened yet steals the joy of today. It's like being in a beautiful garden and only thinking about the next stop on the tour, without noticing the flowers around you. Have you ever observed a child playing? They are fully absorbed in the moment, without worrying about tomorrow's tasks or yesterday's mistakes. This ability to be fully present is something many of us lose over the years. Regaining this skill is not only refreshing, but also a fundamental step toward a richer and more satisfying life. Consider this. When you are fully present, your actions tend to be more intentional and your relationships deeper. This is because mindfulness in the moment allows for a more authentic connection with people and the tasks at hand. Imagine being in a conversation where both parties are genuinely engaged and listening without distractions. This not only enriches the interaction, but also strengthens the bond between people. Furthermore, living in the present can be a powerful antidote to stress and anxiety. When you focus on the now, worries about the future and regrets about the past lose their power. It's like being in a boat on a turbulent river. You can't control the river, but you can learn to skillfully navigate the currents. To start living more in the present, small daily practices can be very effective. For example, dedicate a few minutes each day to simply breathe and observe your surroundings. Or when you are engaged in an activity, try to fully concentrate on it as if it were the only important thing at that moment. Remember, living in the present is an invitation to slow down and appreciate life as it is, here and now. It's not about ignoring the past or neglecting the future, but finding balance and savoring the journey of life, one moment at a time. In this world of constant consumption, simplicity has become a rarity. We are surrounded by a culture that encourages us to want more, own more, be more. But what do we truly gain from it? Often it leads us into a spiral of dissatisfaction and unnecessary complexity. The secret then may lie in something many of us have forgotten: simplicity. Think about how life can be lighter when we rid ourselves of things we don't need. I'm not just talking about material possessions, but also thoughts, habits, and even relationships that no longer serve us. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you find the freedom to appreciate what truly matters. Have you noticed how you feel more at ease and focused in a clean and organized environment? This is a reflection of simplicity. When we eliminate the excess, we create space for what we truly value. And this applies not only to our physical space, but also to our minds and hearts. Detachment is also about recognizing that true happiness doesn't come from possessing things, but from genuine experiences and relationships. How often have you felt happier with a simple outdoor walk or a deep conversation with a friend than with your latest purchase? Simplicity teaches us to live with more presence and gratitude. It leads us to question, what truly matters to me? And often, the answer lies in the simplest things in life. The path to simplicity and detachment is not easy, especially in a society that preaches the opposite. But it is a path that leads to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. I invite you to reflect on this. What can you simplify in your life today? How can you practice detachment in a way that enriches your existence? The pursuit of inner peace is a universal desire, but often we get lost in the chaos of daily life. Finding this peace may seem like a Herculean task, but meditation offers us an accessible and transformative path. Meditation is not just a relaxation exercise. It's a deep journey to the core of who we are. It teaches us to quiet the noisy mind and find clarity amidst the tumult. Imagine your mind as an ocean. On the surface, the waves are restless and unpredictable, but in the depths, there is unwavering silence and calm. Meditation helps us dive into these depths, revealing a sanctuary of peace that has always been there, waiting to be discovered. Many people associate meditation with the need to empty the mind, but in reality, it's more about observing without judgment. It's like sitting by a busy road and watching cars pass by. The cars are our thoughts. We don't need to chase them, just let them pass. This practice brings benefits beyond the moments of meditation. It teaches us to be more present and mindful in all aspects of life. You begin to see beauty in the small things and connect more deeply with others and the world around you. Moreover, meditation can be a powerful tool for dealing with stress, anxiety, and even depression. It's not a miracle cure, but a tool to help manage these conditions by providing a refuge of tranquility and inner balance. Incorporating meditation into your routine doesn't have to be complicated. Start with just a few minutes a day and observe the difference it can make. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. When your mind starts to wander, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Remember, meditation is a practice. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep going, knowing that each session is one more step on your journey to inner peace. Healthy relationships are the foundation for a balanced and happy life. Often we underestimate the power of human connections, but they are essential for our emotional and psychological well-being. A healthy relationship is not just one that brings us joy and comfort, but also challenges us and helps us grow. It's a space where vulnerability is welcomed and honesty prevails. Think about the relationships you have in your life. Each one plays a unique role, whether it's with a friend, a partner, a colleague, or a family member. Healthy relationships are built on mutual understanding and respect. It's not about avoiding conflicts, but knowing how to manage them constructively. It's about finding a balance between giving and receiving. One of the greatest challenges in relationships is communication. How often have misunderstandings led to unnecessary conflicts? Learning to communicate clearly and effectively is crucial. This involves not only speaking, but also actively listening. Listen to understand, not just to respond. Furthermore, it's essential to recognize that each person is an individual with their own needs, desires, and boundaries. Respecting these differences is crucial for maintaining a healthy relationship. This includes knowing when to give space to the other person and when to get closer. Another crucial aspect is self-esteem. Often we seek validation from others that we should find within ourselves. A healthy relationship is formed by individuals who value and respect themselves. When you love and respect yourself, you are better able to love and respect others. Remember, no relationship is perfect. They require work, commitment, and a willingness to grow together. But the effort is worth it. Healthy relationships enrich us, support us, and give us strength. They reflect who we are and how we relate to the world. Gratitude and positivity are more than beautiful words. They are attitudes that can transform our life experience. By practicing gratitude, we begin to see the world and our lives from a richer perspective, full of possibilities. It's like looking through a new pair of glasses that reveal the beauty and opportunities around us, even in the most challenging situations. Have you noticed how easy it is to get lost in negative thoughts and complaints? Sometimes, it seems like our problems are larger than they really are. But when we stop and look around, we realize that there's always something to be grateful for. It can be as simple as a stranger's smile, the warmth of the sun on a cold day, or even the air we breathe. Positivity doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about choosing to focus on solutions, opportunities, and the growth that each situation can bring. When we adopt a positive attitude, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and become more resilient in the face of adversity. One example is thinking about how a plant leans toward the light. Even in the most challenging conditions, it finds a way to grow and thrive. We can do the same. When we choose gratitude and positivity, we choose growth and flourishing, regardless of the circumstances. And here's something to ponder. How can you practice gratitude and positivity today? You can start with something small, like thanking for something you wouldn't normally notice. You'll find that by doing this, a world of positivity opens up. Now, speaking of opening up worlds, let's explore the value of service and compassion, and how helping others can be an incredible path to our own growth. Service and compassion are concepts that go far beyond simple acts of kindness. They represent a state of mind, a way of living that puts others in focus, recognizing that we are all connected. When we talk about serving, it's not just about grand gestures or sacrifices, but everyday acts of kindness and consideration for others. Think about how small actions, like truly listening to someone going through a tough time, can make a significant difference. Compassion is feeling empathy for someone's pain and then acting to alleviate that pain, even if it's with a smile, a hug, or words of comfort. This approach benefits not only those we help, but also enriches us. There's a sense of fulfillment and purpose that comes from doing good for others. It's as if, by lighting someone else's path, the light reflects back to us. Now let's consider the idea of putting ourselves in someone else's shoes. Imagine yourself in the situations others are experiencing. This can completely change how we react to the people around us. It's this ability to empathize that lies at the core of service and compassion. Furthermore, service and compassion connect us with the community and the world at large. They break down barriers, build bridges, and remind us that despite our differences, there's much more that unites us. So, reflect. How can you incorporate service and compassion into your daily life? Small gestures can have a big impact. And speaking of impact, let's explore the importance of developing a deeper awareness and responsibility for our actions and their impact on the world around us. Awareness and responsibility are essential pillars on the journey of life. When we speak of awareness, we address the ability to understand the impact of our actions on the world and the people around us. It's like looking through a lens that reveals not only the immediate consequences of our actions, but also their ripples through the fabric of society. Being aware means recognizing that every choice we make, every word we utter, resonates beyond our personal space. Imagine throwing a stone into a calm lake. The waves created by the stone don't just stop at the point where it landed. They spread throughout the entire lake. Similarly, our actions have the power to affect people and situations we may never meet. Responsibility, on the other hand, is the ability to take ownership of these actions. It's acknowledging that we are the authors of our own story and that we have the power to shape the plot through our choices. This doesn't mean we should be harsh on ourselves when we make mistakes. After all, to err is human. Instead, it means learning from those mistakes and using that learning to grow and improve. By understanding the importance of awareness and responsibility, we begin to see life in a new light. We realize that we are part of something greater and that, with each conscious action, we are contributing to a better world. With this in mind, I encourage you to reflect on how your actions impact others and the world around you. How can you be more aware and responsible in your daily choices? And remember, transformation begins within each of us. As we reach the end of this journey, we reflect on the valuable lessons shared. Each topic explored, from self-awareness and acceptance to the importance of service and compassion, are not just concepts but powerful tools for transforming life. By living in the present, practicing simplicity and detachment, cultivating gratitude and positivity, and acting with awareness and responsibility, we pave the way for a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. In this journey, we've discovered that true transformation starts from within. It's an ongoing process of learning and growth, where each step, each choice, has the potential to lead us to a richer and more authentic life. The key to this transformation lies in the small actions of everyday life, in the decisions we make, and in how we interact with the world around us. Remember, each of us has the power to make a difference, not only in our own lives, but also in the lives of those around us. By embracing these principles in our daily lives, we not only transform ourselves, but also contribute to a more loving, compassionate, and conscious world. I thank you for embarking on this journey with me. I hope the words and lessons shared here serve as inspiration and guidance on your path to a more fulfilling and realized life. I hope this message has been helpful to you. Don't forget to like and share this video. See you in the next video. Goodbye.